Let's go. Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome, Anna, Cassandra, Crystal, Deb, Diane, Edwin, Felice, Jane, Matthew. Welcome to the call. Today's call is all about Instagram. If you are not here to learn about Instagram, you are on the wrong plane, going to the wrong destination. I just got off the plane myself. So fasten your seatbelts. We're going for a ride. It's the Instagram journey. Let me know where you're tuning in from, what brokerage you're with.
Are you able to get your mic a little closer, or are you good?
I can.
That's the best we got. Okay, fabulous.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
There you go. Yes, that's a 1, 2, 3.
Welcome, Nicole with Real from San Diego. I love San Diego. If I didn't live in Miami, I'd live in San Diego probably. But I live in Miami. So Tony from Coldwell Banker in Washington. We got Matthew with Realty One. We got Kim from you. We got Helene Rothberg in the house. Helene knows.
Hey, Helene.
Many years. Century American Banker American Homes. We got Anna with EXP. We got Crystal in Delray Beach. I love Delray too.
Yeah.
All these
by the way,
places. Sorry, just one more thing. Look at all these beautiful places that we all live in, right? Like you're so proud to represent. I know Crystal is proud to represent Delray Beach. That's a unique place to live. We got Vanessa from the other coast representing the lake region of New Hampshire. Can you imagine what it'd be like to live in the lake region of New Hampshire in the summer with the mountains and the kayaking and the paddleboarding? Come on.
Yeah. Too bad Zoom doesn't let you upload photos, because it'd be nice. We would just tell them, send us some photos of your area, some nice views over there. It'd be really beautiful.
Yeah, it just gets me present to like each of you, not only the market leader in your market, but you're like the spokesperson for your local market, right? Like I'm the Miami guy. Like everybody knows, my friends know I'm the Miami guy. I'm sharing all the best restaurants in Miami on social media. I'm showing all the best places to go out on social media. If you check out my Instagram, you'll see me and my fiance. We're going out dancing tonight, right? We share all these cool sunset views. And I just bring this up because we're talking about Instagram. It's like Vanessa's over here in New Hampshire. I'd love to see Vanessa's photos of the lake on her Instagram. I'd love to see her sharing like what's cool about New Hampshire. And like we all get curious, like what would it be like to live in Minneapolis? What would it be like to live in where Doug lives in Alexandria, Virginia? What would it be like to live in Vancouver, Washington, right? And the Instagram, the social media is that window into that life. You're giving people a window into that life if you choose to take advantage of it, right? I'm actually going to ask a bunch of you today to share with me, like, how much do you use social media? Like, do you use it? Do you not use it? Do you rely on us to post for you? Do you post? So we're going to ask some questions today, but sorry to cut you off, Mario. That thought came to mind.
No problem. You can cut me off anytime. No need to apologize. I know you're not really sorry. Okay?
I'm not sorry.
He's not sorry, friends. This gentleman here. He's generous. He's kind. He's fun. But sorry, he's hardly ever sorry. Okay, because everything he does it because he means to. All right, he's a man with intention. I just want to welcome those of you who are just getting inside this webinar. This is happening live. Welcome to our Friday masterclass. This is where we bring the latest to get you inspired, to get you moving, to get you fired up. We don't want to waste our time, so we don't waste yours. We have quality stuff to share with you, and we believe and we want you to come back and say, hey, Alex, hey, Mario, I applied, 1% of what you said, and I got results. If you say that to us, you just made our week, okay? So welcome aboard. If you just got here, please let us know where you're joining us from, what brokers you're with, how long you've been in real estate, and I want to ask, it's Friday, all right? What are you grateful for? Let us know one thing you're grateful for.
Love it. Well, one thing I'll share I'm grateful for, and then we'll get into it, is I took a flight last night at 11:40 p.m. out of Phoenix, landed in Miami at 7 a.m. I'm here with all of you. I'm super inspired, super excited. And while I was in the airport, a gentleman next to me actually yelled out of nowhere, like screamed. He was holding his pet, his cat. The cat jumped. And I see this guy start to have a seizure. And I was like, oh my gosh, like he's having a seizure. And I see everybody like looking, but not doing anything. I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, 911, we need a paramedic. He's having a seizure. And I ran over to the guy and I pulled him off the chair and put him on his side, like made sure that he wasn't going to choke on his tongue or anything crazy. And I'm just grateful, like, A, that wasn't me. And B, he came out of it, right? So he actually came out, he started breathing, started speaking. Apparently he's had seizures before. But we got to be present, everybody. Like I was so present to how everybody in the airport was not present, like was not doing anything about it. Like it's normal. Like a guy just has a seizure and we're just all going to watch. So I'm just grateful that that happened in a positive way, right? Like amen for sure, Deb. So listen, we're going to be present today. If there's one thing I can ask from you, I'm going to give it my all today. I put a lot of work into this presentation. Be present. I guarantee you're going to get something out of this if you're looking. But if you're not present, you're not going to get anything out of it, right? Like I can teach you all day about Instagram, but if you don't actually pay attention, you're not gonna rock it, right? You're not gonna take anything away. In fact, I already see people taking something away. Somebody said, "Oh, the AI assistant." All of you know that you can bring your AI assistant on these calls and have the AI take notes for you and summarize my entire presentation today. Like Tim is doing that. I see a lot of agents on the call bringing their AI assistants. You can use Otter. You can use Fathom. You can even use Zoom in some cases, but that actually will transcribe my entire class today. And all you got to do is go download otter.ai or fathom.ai and it'll join you on Zooms and it'll transcribe the entire presentation. It's almost like illegal, like how good it is.
He's already given away some of the tools, friends. This is Alex for you, okay? Never feel bad. You can direct message him and say, "Hey, Alex, just ask him for a favor." Chances are he'll probably take care of you. All right. And then there was somebody that shared that somebody's family passed away, somebody's mom passed away. So that's also true. We value the people that we have in our lives. One of the things that I learned many years ago is like the people you have in your life, they are your life, right? Thanks to them, you define yourself. You get to be the best version of yourself. I'm grateful for Alex because thanks to him, I get to be this awesome person I am. And thanks to me, it gets to be pretty okay too. So grateful for you all. We get to make a difference for you. We get to grow together and we get to be ready for this technology stuff that's coming in so we can quickly take advantage and not waste our time trying to figure things out.
There you go. Well, I just put it in the chat. And again, yes, I am sorry for your loss, Kareem. Thank you for sharing that. And for everybody who's asking about AI, we put otter.ai in the chat and Fathom in the chat as well. Okay, those are the two tools that most people use to record meetings and transcribe meetings. So I'm going to open up here today with the power of Instagram. I'm going to ask you all a quick little question. I want to give you a survey, and this is going to tell me, you can see the survey right here. It's going to tell me, hey, are you first time on the call or are you a raving fan, right? How much of a raving fan are you? Are you like a 10 out of 10 raving fan? Like you love these trainings? Or are you like, they're all right, Alex. I'll give you like a 2, right? Be honest. Let us know. For Facebook, do you post? Do you not post? Do we post for you? How often do you post? For Instagram, how often do you post? Are you using AI? I'd like to know. Are you using ChatGPT? Are you using Perplexity, or you don't use AI at all? Do you have a CRM? It's a very important question because we have something brewing right now, and I want to know who doesn't have a CRM or what CRM do you have, because we're actually creating integrations with CRM. And then finally, are you an influencer? Are you not an influencer? Are you interested in becoming an influencer? And any feedback, if you've been to our trainings before, any feedback on our trainings. If you're brand new, you're not going to have much feedback. You're going to learn today how we do things, and you're going to get a lot of value. So I'm going to drop this link in the chat. I'd really appreciate you fill this in. It gives me a lot of information on how to structure these calls for you all, okay? So I just put the link in the chat. If you could take a moment to do that, I guarantee you're going to get a lot of value today. I'm going to provide guidebooks. I'm going to provide AI tools specifically for Instagram. I'm going to show you how to update your Instagram bio, how to do Instagram highlights, all the goodies. Just take a moment to fill in this form so that I can get a good sense of what we have on the call, how advanced you all are, and how I can structure this call even better for next time. Awesome. Matthew says, I'm a raving fan. I'm a 10. I'm using RG Influencer for daily posts. I love it. Jane says, I'm going to start using otter.ai. Jane says, I'm using ChatGPT almost every day. Have had IG for years, but in the middle of rebranding, so I haven't posted in a while. No problem. So let me see this data that's coming in here from all of you. What's cool about this form is I can see you're all filling it in or not, right? Or maybe you're in the middle of it.
Yeah, I just want to mention that, Alex, that one of the things that we learned in the last, I would say, 3 to 5 years was that it's very important to track, to find out exactly what are the things that are working for us, the things that are not working for us. And the best source for us to provide and offer things that really are useful is our clients, is you all. And especially when you tell us something you're not happy with. Oof, that's our favorite. That used to be our least favorite because nobody wants to hear somebody complaining. But then we realize they are saying this because they need the support. And this is why we're in the business. This is why, Alex, you were inspired by your mom. And you said, there's a lot of people like my mom, amazing people, but not tech savvy. So thanks to you, even when you're not having a good day, maybe when you're shocked, overwhelmed, unhappy, and you share with us the feedback, which is a very generous act, by the way, it allows us to then come up with these clever solutions for you. So that's the value of you taking the time to fill out this quick little survey. You allow us to become better for you. So thank you.
I love it. And let me just do this really quick. So a lot of you filled it in for me. Thank you so much. This helps a lot. I'm going to share a little bit about what I'm learning from all of you, right? About 75% of you are raving fans. We've got about 25% of people that are new to these trainings. Those that are raving fans, I'm seeing like lots of 10s, a couple 8s, got 1 3. That's perfect feedback. That's what I'm looking for, actually. Facebook, a lot of people say I'm posting daily. A couple people say I'm posting weekly. A couple people saying we're posting for you. Instagram, about the same. Interestingly, maybe a little more posting rarely. People are posting a little more on Facebook than on Instagram, it seems. As far as AI, most of you are using ChatGPT, which is great to see. There's about 5 of you that don't use AI yet. We'll convince you of that today. Use another AI instead. Awesome. Let us know in the chat, what other AI tools are you using? And then for CRMs, it looks like a lot of people are not having a CRM. We got some Bold Trail users, which, by the way, we are integrated now with Bold Trail. Your digital card can integrate with Bold Trail. Some Follow Up Boss. We are integrated with Follow Up Boss. Some Commissions Inc., some iExact, but mostly I see Bold Trail, Follow Up Boss. So this is why you come here, everybody, because we actually know what are the best CRMs. Like, we know because we hear from our clients like, oh, I'm using the CRM, it's doing amazing, or I tried the CRM, it's not doing so good. So we're going to start to be telling you, like, what are the better technologies for you to consider so you don't waste time and money. Like, we have a collective brain right here. Like, how many people are on the call? 66 agents on the call. We usually have like 200 on the call. People must be busy. So, and I think that is what's happening. I see agents more and more busy lately, right? So when looking at this data, another thing is we have a lot of influencers on the call. We got some people that are interested. We got a lot of great feedback, mostly amazing feedback, Mario. Like, I'm getting value. I'm gradually absorbing. I love your trainings. All the trainings are great. Love the personal free training. Yeah, this is really useful. Thank you so much, everybody. So let's get into the training today. Are you all ready? Are you all ready to take on Instagram? Are you ready to start using it? I'm going to break it down very simple today. Okay, I'm going to make it super easy for you all to understand how to use Instagram, how to take it to the next level. Mario, do you think I should play the video or we jump right into the content? What's your take on that?
Well, we haven't checked. Is this your first time? Who's here for the first time? Although I think nobody's here new.
No, I do. I have Kareem is new. We have Donna that's new. We have Dominic that's new. We have Terry Wright. We have Edwin Turner.
There you have it. Well, Kareem, Dominic, and those new folks, how did you guys hear about this? How did you end up here? That's what I want to know. Sometimes when I do my marketing work, I wonder where these people came from. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, did I invite you? So how'd you hear about us, Kareem? Let us know. This is really good. So the answer is yes, sir. Let's definitely show them the video. This
Perfect.
gets everyone on the same page. What I'm
going to do is I'm gonna go over these 2 screens about Instagram first. Then I'm going to play you all the video so you understand where this all came from. But Mario and I have been doing webinars since COVID. Like, literally, we used to do webinars every day at 2:00, and we would just invite agents to come and learn about how to leverage social media, how to leverage Instagram, how to leverage Google, YouTube, all these different channels. And over time, we just became really good trainers and experts on these different technologies. But over all these years, if you think about it, Mario, this has been like 4 years, right?
Yeah.
But over all these years, I still feel like people need the manual, right? Like, we're expecting you all to use Instagram like a pro when you actually were never given the manual on how to use Instagram. It's like my mom's trying to use her TV with a brand new cable box, and like nobody told her like what the buttons do. So she's like, Alex, I don't know, I just want to watch a movie. Like, this thing doesn't work. And I come over, I'm like, well, let's look at the remote control, let's see how the buttons work, right? And then she's like, oh, now I get it. But somebody has to explain you how it works. So what I'm giving you here, and you can take a screenshot of this is the cheat sheet. This is how Instagram works. These are all the buttons. There's a lot of buttons on Instagram. So let me break it down for you all. This is how I like to do it, really simple. If you're going to use Instagram, you are going to need to know what the buttons do. Make sense? So this first screen you're seeing is my profile. If I go to Instagram, or if somebody looks me up on Instagram, they're going to see my profile. My profile is going to have my photo, and that's also where I can post stories, because you see that anytime you see the plus, that's your ability to post something. So on this screen alone, there's 3 places where we have plus signs. We have the plus sign here on my photo. We have the plus sign on the top right, and we have the plus sign on the bottom. So Instagram is like, if you press that button, that means you want to post. Okay, cool. So now we all know where to post on Instagram, right? Next thing is the menu. There's a menu on the very top hand right. Those 3 lines give you access to all the other tools that are inside Instagram. That's the hidden door that nobody really visits, right? But that's where the goodies are. There's a whole navigation in there of items that you need to know about, okay? Next to that, you have Threads, which is the newer version of Instagram. And that's kind of like the Twitter of Instagram, like the shortened version of Instagram. So if you want to go play on Threads, we'll do another class on that. How many people are using Threads right now? Put Threads or no Threads in the chat. If you're using Threads, put Threads in the chat. If you're not using Threads, put no Threads or NT. Yeah, look at that. So, I mean, we need a whole other class just on Threads, because
Sounds good.
Nobody's touching that one yet. Look at that. Yeah, people don't understand Threads. Again, I don't think they gave us a manual. They were just like, here's Threads. Have a good day. See you later. Bye. It's like, no, wait. I just took 5 years to understand how to use Instagram. Now you want me to learn TikTok and Threads? Doesn't make sense. Right? Who's with me here? Like, we're expected to learn all this stuff, but there isn't a basic course on it. So across the top, you have your photo, you have the number of posts you made, the number of followers, and how many people you're following. People will judge you on this, unfortunately. Oh, Alex, look at you. You've got 84,000 followers. Amazing. You must be an influencer, right? Well, maybe not compared to Kim Kardashian, who has like millions of followers, but maybe compared to a realtor that has 200 followers, I look like a rock star. So you want to know that this is your data, okay? Just below the data is your bio. The question is, are you a public figure? Are you a realtor? What does your bio look like? When people read your bio, they should be impressed and they should want to follow you. And now here's the aha moment on Instagram. Instagram is like, gives you the least amount of space and the least amount of words to describe who you are. And let me break this down. If I was on realtor.com or your website or Zillow, you would have a whole page to explain who you are. Instagram is literally giving you 4 lines. So this is the best test. Can you describe yourself in 4 sentences to the person who just met you? So my sentence is, I'm CEO of RealGrader, number 800 on the Inc. 5000. Instacart is our digital business card. RealGrader is our real estate reputation. Influencer is where you go social. And when I read that to myself, I was like, that doesn't make sense. So I rewrote it. Okay, I'm going to share with you my new one. But why this is important is because people are going to choose to follow you or not based on your bio and how you show up on your profile. So now my bio says CEO, speaker, webinar sales expert, number 800 on the Inc. 5000, helping sales professionals become influencers, 50,000 professionals trained, 1,000 plus webinars. That is a better description of who I am. And people are going to want to get involved, right? Like they're going to want to get trained. Are we following so far? This is very important because this is the customer journey. Your customers go check you out on Instagram. They read 3 to 4 sentences, and then they decide one of 2 things: follow you or don't follow you. Do you get that it just breaks down to that? It's either I follow you or I don't follow you. And if I'm probably only going to visit your Instagram once in my lifetime, that's it. That was your shot. You either got it or you blew it. So all of you thinking, well, why don't I have followers? Well, go read your Instagram. It probably says I'm going to sell you a bunch of real estate and I'm going to put listings in front of your face all day. And it's like, well, I'm good. I don't need that. Thank you. Right? Versus like, I'm a caring mother of 4, right? I help homeowners find the homes of their dreams. Like, we got to create a substantial bio. I'm going to show you how to write your bio. Would that be useful? How many of you want to know how to write a proper Instagram bio? I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, perfect. Now, we also have to have call to action links. So what's the call to action link? That's the link they're going to click on to get more information about you. So we're only giving them 4 sentences that describe us. And then they click on a link that goes to my website, that goes to my digital card, goes to something, right? So we want to make sure we have a good call to action link. Just below that, you have the access to edit your profile, share your contact info. And then below that, we have these 5 circles. These are highlights. How many of you have highlights? Put highlight or no highlight in the chat. I'm going to show you how to make your highlights today too. And if you don't have highlights, guess what you're saying? You're basically saying, I'm not tech savvy. I'm not Instagram savvy. Because if you look at any big influencer, they're going to have highlights. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to do those today too. And then just below the highlights, you have the grid, which is showing you all your posts. You have the video icon, which is going to show you your reels. And then you have your favorites. Okay. Now, just below that, you have 3 posts. Many of you don't know this, but you can actually pin your best 3 posts to the top. So what you're seeing right now is my snapshot. You need to make your snapshot look amazing. What you do after that doesn't matter as much, really, as what your profile looks like aesthetically and professionally, because they are going to make a decision, follow or don't follow, based on the aesthetics and the professionalism of your page and the message that you're sharing. How many of you are following me so far? If you're following, say following. If this is Greek or you don't know what I'm talking about, say I have no idea what you're talking about, Alex. Following. Good. And it's okay if I'm going too fast or you don't get it. That tells me where I should, slow down or speed up. So this is the profile page. This is what you look like. Okay. On the very bottom, you have the home icon. That's going to take you to the home where we're going to see all the posts. We have the search where we can search. We have the plus where we can post. We have the videos, the reels, and then we have the profile, which takes you back here. So on the very bottom of Instagram on your phone, you have a home icon. That's where you're going to see the feed. And you have the profile icon. That's where you're going to see your profile. Those are the 2 most important. Okay. You're either posting because you're creating content, or you're on this page and you likely could be wasting time, right? Most of us are on this page. This is the consumption page. I'm going to show you what these buttons do. This means you're consuming content. You spent an hour on Instagram and you didn't post anything. That means you're consuming content, which is great because we need consumers. But when I ask you the question, do you want to be the 5% of the world that's creating content and making more business? Or do you want to be 95% of the world that's consuming content and being a customer? That's literally the difference. So you're either a social media creator or you're a social media consumption person. What do you want to be? The 5% or the 95%? Creator, right? Says Phil. You want to be on the creating side because then other people are consuming your content. And if they're consuming your content, they are getting to know you. If they're getting to know you, you're getting exposure. If you get enough exposure, they want to list with you and you win more business. Do we get this? Mario, anything to add or anything that needs to be repeated?
No, this is good, Alice. People are engaging. I mean, this is stuff I just want to mention to you. We do make the recordings available. They are available on our YouTube channel. Most of the time, the same day, later in the afternoon. So if you're not following all of it, or if you want to review it, or you want to go back side by side with your profile and then update your stuff, you can always watch the recording and just really get it down right.
Perfect. So if we're on the creation page, that's the feed where we're seeing everybody's posts. We're going to see everybody's stories across the top. So these circles, these are called stories. This is where people are documenting their day and they're posting like all day. Now you might be wondering like, well, why would I do that? Well, because you want to stay top of mind. And some of you might not do this, but here's the hack. If your customers are sharing stories, go into their story and comment on their story. That's going to go right into their direct message. It's like you're sending them a direct message. Barely anybody does that. So it actually keeps you top of mind. If you're somebody who's like, I don't want to post content, Alex. I don't want to share my lunch and my dinner. Great, don't. But when your client shares their lunch and dinner, you might want to comment so they remember you, right? Oh, that spaghetti looks great. What restaurant was that? Hey, by the way, we should go grab coffee. Like that's how you could engage with somebody based on what they're sharing. And maybe I'm going to try to make this point because I think it's an interesting one. Do you think it's more valuable to talk to your clients out of the blue, like out of the blue, just call them? Or maybe you watch them on Instagram and they shared a story about their vacation to Italy, right? And then you can't even call them because they're in Italy. So you send them a direct message and you say, hey, I'd love to connect when you get back and hear all about your trip. That's like insider knowledge. Like basically social media is giving you insider knowledge to understand your customers and your prospects better, all you have to do is pay attention. Just like if I didn't pay attention to the guy in the airport that he was having a seizure, like, okay, I wouldn't have known he was having a seizure. I wouldn't have been able to help him. Well, what if you paid attention to your clients on social media so that you could understand how to better communicate to them? That's insider knowledge. That's what you're getting here. That's like if you get anything, don't get anything else, and you don't want to post, understand that social media is your access into their house, into their life. Imagine knocking on a door and not knowing what's happening inside there. Versus on social media, I can get like the world of what's going on with this family or my client, who I'm trying to build a relationship for life. Did that make sense? Are we getting that this is like access? You're getting access to people. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't want that. Well, that's great. You don't have to do it. But if your client is doing it, I consider that a bonus. Like now I get to know my client a little better. So you should actually be seeking out your clients to see if they are on social media, if they are posting. Great. I have access now. So you have all the posts in your feed. You could comment, you could like a post, but here's the shortcut. Instead of commenting and liking a post, go directly to their direct message. Send them a direct message about their post. That's going to make you stand out. So if this guy has 35 hearts and no comments. If I see no comments, then I comment. If I see a lot of comments, then I send a direct message, because I won't stand out in the ocean of 50 comments, but I will stand out in his messenger. Did that light bulb go off? That's a big one right there, right? Instead of commenting and being part of the bunch, you go to send a DM. So how Vanessa says, how do you send a DM? In the very top right, you have this little DM icon. It looks like a little squiggly line. That's the DM. So you click on their profile or you go to the DM and send them a direct message. Say, I saw your post. It was amazing. You were in Italy. Wow. Lake Garda. Super cool, right? Love to connect when we get back. And now you got a direct message into them. Better than a voicemail, better than a comment, better than a like. And they're going to see it more than they see anything else. Make sense? All right. What else do we got? Down on the bottom, same navigation. Home, search, post, menu. What's this little thing that looks like a upside down, triangle with a square? That's if you want to save a post for later. Maybe you saw a post, you really liked it, you were inspired by it. You could just save it into a collection. And then on these 3 dots that are just above the post, that is where you can share and do a remix. So if you like somebody's post and you want to share it again, or you want to post it again, you can go in there and do a share or a remix. So is that useful? Do we understand all the buttons now? And the last button on the top with the heart, that's your notifications button. That's where you see all the people who are following you, who are commenting, who are liking. Awesome. So now that I gave you a little value, a little lesson on the anatomy of Instagram, I call it, and feel free to take a screenshot of this as well. And by the way, has anybody ever taught it to you this way? Like, I call this the anatomy of social media. Like, let's break down all the buttons and just understand how to use this freaking thing, right? It's like so complex when you don't know what all the buttons do. Awesome. Great breakdown. This is great. Awesome. So here's a little video on who I am. If it's your first time with me, for those of you that know me, you probably know my story. Here's a quick short 3-minute video. Let me share screen, and then we're going to get into some more training. I got some great stuff for you all here. So here we go.
CEO of a Inc. 5000 company, international speaker, tech founder, pitch battle winner, webinar sales expert, digital marketing magician.
Hey, my name is Alex Montalenti, CEO of RealGrader.ai and creators of the Instacard, the digital business card, now in use by over 1 million real estate professionals. I've spoken all over the world for various brands like Remax, Coldwell Banker, C21, ERA, EXP, Berkshire Hathaway, you name it, as well as for the National Association of Realtors and at Inman. The real estate industry changed my life. My mom has been in real estate. My entire family has been in real estate. I've been in the industry for over 25 years. And what happened is my mom came from Romania in 1968. She escaped during communism, came to America with nothing. She left her house behind. She left her factory behind. Our family were entrepreneurs. Everything they left behind to come to New York City and start a new life. And my mom was lucky enough to meet somebody in real estate, and she became a licensed real estate agent. Now, my mom was terrific with people, but terrible with technology. And I came home during college, and she was struggling with the internet, with digital marketing. She couldn't even get a listing into the computer. computer. So that summer, I helped my mom, I got my license, and I started doing digital marketing. And she closed the biggest deal of her life. It was a $1,000 commission check. Imagine, single mom, 2 kids, $80,000 commission check comes in. That was a game changer for our family. And I got to see the importance of helping realtors with digital marketing, social media, technology. So many agents are overwhelmed by all the tech that's out there. They want to be in the relationship business. They don't want to be techies. They don't want to be Facebook gurus. They don't want to be on Instagram or TikTok. They just want to do real estate. So I created this company called realgrader.ai, and we just hit the Inc. 5000, number 800 fastest growing company. In my sessions, you're going to learn about the power of Google and your online presence. Let's face it, have you Googled yourself lately? Consumers are checking you out online. We're going to teach you how to get your Google business page ranked on the top of Google. We're going to teach you how to get more Google reviews so you build that trust and that likability with your clients. We're going to teach you how to leverage social media, video marketing, AI, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, all the different channels, and how to leverage that with your entire Google presence. At the end of the day, this business is all about referrals. People are going to look you up online. This industry helped my mom in the hardest time of her life, and what I want to do is speak on as many stages as possible, help relieve stress for real estate professionals, and help them take it to the next level. They deserve the best. They deserve to reach as many people as possible with one of the most stressful transactions of people's lives, which is buying or selling a home. So let's reduce the stress, let's reduce the overwhelm, and let me help the real estate industry with this technology problem.
Awesome. Well, thank you for watching that, everybody. I believe you're all in the relationship business, right? You're not in the tech business. You're learning the tech, you're committed, you're here, you're taking the trainings. But at the end of the day, this is a relationship game. I also believe that social media is a place to leverage your relationships. So that's why I'm trying to teach these classes in as basic format as possible, is because I do want you to take advantage of this from a relationship standpoint. How do we build more relationships, right? Jane says, who did you use to put that video together, Alex? I have an amazing guy named David. If you want his info, let me know. If anybody wants his info, just comment David in the chat and I'll get it over to you at some point. So we've interviewed a lot of influencers, right? We've interviewed people on all different platforms in real estate, and they are leveraging social media. So there must be something to this, right? There must be something to having a social media presence. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure you have access to all of our videos, all of our replays, all the trainings. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, we're going to give you a chance to do that. We are going to give all of you guidebooks. How do you get yourself optimized on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Realtor? These books are published in the National Association of Realtors store. They charge money for them there. I'm giving them to you complimentary because I wrote them and I get to decide the price. And the price today for you all is complimentary. So if you want these guidebooks and you want the link to the videos, super simple for you first timers, just text the word training to 51641, and that is going to ask you to add yourself to community. Once you do, then it's going to tell you, hey, here's the links. And once you get the links, say, I got the links. Give you all a second to do that. Once you get the links, just comment in the chat that you got them so that I know that you're good to go. Yeah, Keithon says, I love the guidebooks. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's going to notify you every time we release a replay, right? Because we release the replays all the time. See, a lot of people got them. That's amazing. Let me go here. Training. Here we go. Just want to change one thing here for you all. Take out disregard the comment about Sean's training. We already did that training, so you might have got a message about that. Yeah, disregard the August 23rd. I just removed that, Mario. That was from a previous thing that we did. But okay, you do have access to the guidebooks and to the links, okay? Mario's on the call. If anybody needs support as we go here,
yes,
he's going to answer for you.
Yep, I got you in the comments or we have the Q&A here. No Q&As. Yeah, just in the chat, I'll be able to answer whoever needs support. I got you.
Awesome. And I'm just going to put the link to the guidebooks for those of you that for any reason you couldn't text in. It's realgraderuniversity.com/downloads. I just gave you the link to that as well. So let's go back here. Boom. And let's share here and let's get into the training. So 80-20 rule. I love the 80-20 rule. How many people love the 80-20 rule? I just schooled my team, I'm going to say, because I said, hey, I did this 20% this month and it got us all these results. And we've been focused on the 80% that's not moving the needle. So what I'm trying to teach you in these trainings is what is the 20% that's going to make the biggest difference versus trying to do everything and not getting anywhere. So we want to focus here, right? Creativity takes time. Like coming up with creative ideas for Instagram. I don't know how creative you all are, but creative marketing actually requires a lot of time.
You have a gray box on top of A and the T.
Still with the gray box. All right, let's try this new thing that I'm going to do. Tell me now, Mario, are we gray boxless?
Yes.
All right, we're going to go with that then. So creativity takes time, but not anymore. Why? Because we have this tool that makes it super easy for us to get creative inspiration. So for example, when Mario and I are like, oh, let's do an Instagram class and let's talk about these subjects, we could probably spend an hour trying to figure out what the subjects are. Or I could go to AI and say, what are the most popular topics that every realtor wants to know about Instagram? And ChatGPT would be like, here's the topics. And now Mario and I are like, oh, we just saved a bunch of time. Let's modify this. So creativity doesn't have to take time anymore because say hello to my little friend. Anybody saw Scarface? Who is my little friend? Anybody have a guess? Put it in the comments. My little friend is my AI. Whether that's ChatGPT or Perplexity, those are my two favorite. So I use these tools to get started on my creativity. You could do this with a property, by the way. You could put a property into ChatGPT and ask it questions about the property. You could put your marketing plan into ChatGPT and ask it questions, right? So we go there and we start asking questions. So as I'm training you today, it's also a training on how we can use AI for basic things. Like imagine this. We have Phil Ashford. Phil loves Perplexity and Grok. I love that, Phil. And Phil wants to know, well, what should my bio be on Instagram? So what do? I go to ChatGPT and let's just try this. What should Phil Ashford, the realtor, choose as an Instagram bio based on what you know about me or you know about Phil, let's say, just so they don't confuse. And I go ask it, right? Boom, it just gave me some creative ideas. Helping families find their dream home, local market expert, realtor, trusted guide to buying and selling with confidence, turning real estate goals into keys in hand. Pretty cool, right? Now let's do it for somebody that I know even better. What should the Instagram bio be for Anna Benavides, Tempe Realtor? Look at this. Professional and clear, Tempe Realtor, helping you buy and sell with confidence. Arizona market expert, homes made simple. DM me for your free home value check. That's pretty good. I like that. Local lifestyle focus, Tempe Living, AZ Homes, helping families find their dream home in the Valley. Tempe, Scottsdale, and Phoenix. Let's get you moving. Your Tempe neighbor and realtor, coffee plus keys equals happy clients. Helping buyers and sellers every step of the way. DM me to start my journey. Do we have to be creative anymore, guys? Like, do we really have to? Like, maybe I can't even be this creative. Like, I can't really. It would take me a while to come up with something really good for Anna or for Phil. So how many of you are going to take this on? Like, go to ChatGPT and say, hey, ChatGPT, what should my bio be for Instagram? By the way, it's doing a character count to know exactly how many letters and words it can use. Yeah, Anna says done. Pretty sick, right? By sick, I mean good.
And the good, and what I love about this, Alex, is that I do multitask. I do have my cell phone while I'm talking to somebody at the same time. So I want to get this done. What this does is reducing from you the inspiration, the research, the trial and error, and it gives you its best possible version. But you still have the freedom, once you have the end result, to just make a couple of adjustments so that it is to your liking. You add your human touch to it, and then you look like a genius. You look like, wow, you've been doing this for a long time. No, I just did it right now, 5 minutes. That's the beauty of it.
That's the beauty. So Robert's like, I just did it. Now I have a new bio to plug in. How do I do that? So we simply go to edit the profile, right? So let me show you. So I did, please write a powerful Instagram bio for Alex Montalenti. And then the AI was like, digital marketing strategist for realtors, helping agents dominate online and close more deals. It even put in the emojis. Pretty wild, right? Here's the one I showed you for Anna. Here's the one that I just updated. So how did I update my profile? I went to my Instagram and I clicked on edit profile. Yes, Kareem, Tempe is the location where Anna works. Tempe, Arizona. So for all of you, whether you go on your mobile or you go on your desktop, if you're on your desktop, on the very top, it says edit profile. If you're on your mobile and you go back to the cheat sheet that I showed you, let's go back to that cheat sheet for a second. You've got edit profile right here under the bio. You click on edit profile and you change your bio. Super easy, everybody. That one move alone will change how many followers you get. That's in the 20%. Like changing your bio actually tells people that you are somebody they should follow. Are we following? Everybody following? Let me know. If it's moving too fast, say moving too fast. Anna says, I uploaded screenshots of my Instagram profile, but it didn't make any changes. It said it looks good. Oh, like you uploaded it to ChatGPT. That's a cool idea, but they don't analyze images as good as they analyze text, is my thing. Not yet. So when you go to the edit section, it's going to take you here. And in the edit section, you're going to see a bio section, very small little box. You just change your bio there. Okay. Now, what else can you change? You want to change your call to action link. This is the link that you're sending people to in order to get more info. So you have these links. I link to my Stan store. I link to my digital card. I could link to my website, but you want to link to something. So all of you do need to go in and put a link in if you don't have it. You could link to your digital card, put in a bio if you don't have it, or upgrade your bio. So those are the bio changes. Very important, all right? Now let's go to highlights. A lot of you said you don't have your highlights. Now highlights are all these circles. For me, I have the highlights: inspiration, podcast, Real Grader, my girls, events, RG University. Now, how did I pick these highlights? I'm going to break it down really simple. Highlights are folders. So if you create content on Instagram, on your stories, and you want to put them somewhere so you save them for later, you save your story into a folder called a highlight. They call that like a highlight reel because it's like all the different stories that you like in a folder. So you might have a folder for properties. You might have a folder for clients. You might have a circle, highlight, folder, same word, same definition, for different things like local areas. So how do you create these? Canva. So you go to Canva and you say, can I have a real estate story highlight cover? You might want to write that down. Real estate story highlight cover. And look at all the highlights that Canva gives to you. So Rana says, how do you make them look the same? Right here, Rana, you go to Canva and Canva gives you the whole set. This is gold, everybody. Like you could go pay a designer hundreds to $1,000 to go make your highlight circles, or you could just follow these steps. So that's what they're doing. They're going into Canva, grabbing a highlight folder, and then just modifying the highlight circles. So you could grab this little template here that's free in Canva, story highlight covers. You could grab this one, right? You could go into each one and modify it so that it's a beautiful circle. These are just templates. And then once you upload them to your story, you press the three dots and say, save it to a highlight reel. And it'll create the circle right here. Here's another client. They have team, area info, events, market, right? Properties, buyers, sellers. So how many of you see now how you can create highlights? And now what do I do? Rana says, do I have to redo all my highlights? I mean, if you want them to all look the same, yes, but you can leave the content in there. Now you can ask AI, what should my highlights be? So I went in and I said, now that you know Anna, what should her Instagram highlights be? And it said, about me, listings, sold, testimonials, tips, market updates, local life. Those are great. So now somebody lands on your Instagram and they're like, oh, you help homeowners buy homes. You've sold 500 transactions and you have an area about me, my listings, my sold. You're saying you're a realtor without screaming, I'm a realtor.
All right, Alex, I'm gonna throw a wrench on your mix now just for fun.
Thank you.
Somebody here say in the chat, what's the purpose? What's the goal for you having highlights on your Instagram profile? Is it just to look cutesy? Is it just to put little circles? Is it to be decorative? What's the number one reason you want to actually have highlights, whether you have tons of content in there or you're just starting? What's the number one reason you want to have them there? All right, Terry says, for people to get to know you faster when they visit your page. Yes, but not more as good. But there's another one, even more basic reason why you want to create your highlights more than once. You can have as many highlights as you want, by the way. Some people have like 50, 80. To be top of mind, another one. Get more basic. It's super basic. Is the reason why. Not the algorithm. This is good. You guys are really, come on, let's see some brain power here. What's the number one reason you want people to see your highlights, or why you're doing highlights? To pick you, almost like why does Facebook make all that money on their users? See, you guys have it? Okay, to save time, so that they could spend more. Okay, let's see, to show, build trust, to sell. All those are amazing. I mean, these people are actually pretty clever folks, Alex. So this is awesome. The number one reason is so that they spend more time getting to know you. the longer they spend time checking you out, looking your highlights, looking your videos, see what you did 3 summers ago, the more they know you. Like, yeah, I know this person. I don't know anybody else, but this one, it was just fun to see their beach pictures. It was fun to see how they're like obsessed with coffee. They spend more time with you. They're more likely to remember you first when they want to do business.
Yeah, you're giving them access to understand more about you, right? And the more time they spend learning about you, it's kind of like when you go for a listing presentation, you want to stay in the house as long as you can, because then you're going to build rapport. So you want them to get on your Instagram and stay as long as they can, so they build rapport with you, right? Now, Rana has a great question. How do I keep the order the same? You can't. So Rana, how it works is wherever you posted last, it moves that circle to the front, because they're trying to show the most relevant content, the newest content to everybody. Make sense? Now, that's highlights, and we can go a lot deeper on this kind of stuff, right? But I want to cover a few of things for you. The other one is pinned posts. So the last piece I showed you on the profile is what are the first 3 posts that people see about you. Those are the most important posts, because based on those posts, they make a decision. Are they going to follow you or not? So Jane says, do you click on your highlight cover to post there? You go to you can click on the highlight and then you go add to story and you find an old story that you want to put in or one that you just posted, or you go to your stories and you say add to highlight. Now, the 3 pinned posts are your best posts before you let them see more. So for example, I just changed my pinned posts because I got engaged, right? I got engaged in July. So I wanted to put that as a pinned post. So how do I put the pinned post? Is I go to the post, right? And then I pin it by going to the 3 dots. So on the top of the post, there's 3 dots. And I go pin to main grid. And I can choose 3 posts from all my posts to pin to the top. So for all of you, it might be a luxury property that you sold, an award that you got, a famous person that you were with, something important in your life, your family, right? You want to give a nice varied group of pinned posts. Kareem says, so from Canva, how do I take that to Instagram? From Canva, you download it and then you're going to upload it to Instagram, Kareem. That's for the highlights. So does everybody see where you can pin a post? You go to any post, you hit the 3 dots on the top right, and over here you have a menu and it says pin to main grid. And you can pin the 3 best posts to the top of your Instagram. So now we just covered how to make your bio amazing, how to put a call to action link so they get more info, how to add the circles so you look like a professional, you build rapport, they spend more time on your page, and then you pin the 3 posts right under that. Rodney, can you hire somebody? Absolutely. You can get somebody on Fiverr to do this for you. We don't have a service for this right now. We're working on it. So once we do have that available, we're going to let you know. We are creating like a virtual assistant team to be able to go in and do these kind of things for you all, but it's not ready yet. But that is how you would soup up your Instagram bio, right? So what is your biggest takeaway so far? Gave you a lot of information. I mean, I have like hours and hours of content for you all. I could spend all afternoon with you. But just based on this first hour together, what are your biggest takeaways? Let's hear in the chat. Robert says bio upgrade. I love that. Call to action, says Catherine. Yeah, very important that your call to action actually captures a lead. How to actually use it, says Rhett. There we go. Amazing. Pinned posts. I had no idea. That I need a lot of help, says Donna. I get it. Mary says highlights. Crystal says pin 2 posts. You can pin 3 posts, Crystal. 0 to 60, says Phil. Let's go. Rana can't hear me. Sorry, Rana. Something's up with your computer. Jane says, pin 3 posts to the top of your Instagram to give people a quick idea of who you are. Yes, everybody. So listen, there's a lot I can get into here, right? Last thing, and then I want to share with you all an opportunity to get more training. Leverage your database. A lot of you have a database. That's why I ask about your CRMs. You have people in your CRM. You have people in your phone. You have people in a spreadsheet. But most likely, like Phil said, you're not being intentional to follow those people on social media. Go follow your people. They may follow you back, but if you increase your bio, the way your bio is structured, the chance of them following you back is increased. But if you follow them, at least you could comment on their stuff, right? You could start engaging with them, but you have to start following your people. You all should follow me. Like, go follow me on Instagram. I'll follow you back. Alex Montalenti. Right? Like, we just don't get in the habit of doing this. We get in the habit of putting people in our phones, but we don't get in the habit of building that social media connection, building that relationship, building that rapport. Awesome. Betsy says, I follow you and I saw your Shark Tank video. Yes, when I pitched the sharks from Shark Tank. That was awesome. So there's a lot you can do here, everybody. You got to leverage. I mean, I was going to get into how do you comment on stories. I was going to get into Messenger. I mean, I could spend hours, right? How to make new connections and followers, how to use your digital card to start connecting on social media. I mean, obviously, I got to do more trainings with you all. You know, I could ask AI what to post. It comes up with ideas. It can come up with a 30-day content calendar. How many of you on this call would love to create like a whole 30-day content calendar, or like improve your bio, or, you know, really get things dialed on your social media? There's a lot of different ways to do touch points, right? Like you could touch by sharing authentically. You could create a branded content. You could personally post. You could have local content. You can have us post for you. You can do market reports. There is no shortage of ideas. You got to hook people in though with the content, right? So what are the hooks? Like the biggest mistake homeowners make, how to go all in. I'm just going to give you 3 hooks, like something that if you wanted to post on Instagram, what's the biggest mistake in selling your home? That's a great post. I guarantee you're going to get some traction on that. What's the best time to list your home? Do not sell your home without this. And then talk about you, the realtor, being the thing. Why do some people dislike realtors? I bet that would get a lot of content if you have the courage to go here. This is called disruptive content. Like, why do people dislike realtors? And most of you are like, well, they don't dislike realtors. Well, somebody's going to say, yeah, I dislike realtors. And that's great, because then you're going to get virality. The most expensive home in the world, 3 types of realtors to avoid. And then talk about how you're not one of those, right? The realtor that doesn't call you back. That's a realtor that you should avoid, right? So there's a lot of different ways to do this. So let me ask you this. Do you have a goal? Have you set a goal for how many followers you want to have on Instagram? Have you set a goal for how many contacts you want to have in your database this year? Have you set a goal for how many friends you want to have on Facebook? Let me just ask you all this. How many followers do you want to have by the end of the year? Vanessa says 20,000. Let's go. Dominic says 2,000. Keaton says 1,000. Rodney says 1197. I love the specificity. 10,000 for Nicole, 1,500 for Rhett. Listen, if you build your connections for the rest of the year, every time you meet somebody, you go follow them on Instagram and they follow you back, little by little, you're going to get results. Why we're so freaked out, why we're like, hey, I'm not getting anything out of Instagram, is because you're expecting results overnight. It's not going to happen. I can tell you, I've been in this, 14 years, Mario, we've been on social media.
Yes, sir.
It's not overnight. It's about consistent action, right? So I leave you with this. Yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Absolutely. Same thing with real estate. There's no overnight success story. You don't turn on the TV and become Ryan Serhan, right? You work at it for 10 years and then you become a respected, experienced agent. So if you enjoyed today's training, how many of you enjoyed today's training? Let me know, 1 through 10. Did you get something out of today's training? Yep, I've seen a lot of 10s. I love it. And I'm telling you, I wish I could go hours on this. A 19 out of 10, I'll take that. 100 out of 10, I'll take that too. So here's an opportunity for you all. If you're interested, I'm doing a mastermind for 2 hours. I'm going to go deep. 2 hours talking about Facebook. A lot of this can be applied to Instagram as well. If you want to join the Facebook mastermind, I'm teaching this one like a course. Okay. These that I do on Friday, these are I'm giving you training, but the one that I'm creating for Monday, it's going to be on Monday, September 8th, 2 hours. I'm creating a workbook for you all. I'm creating structure. You're going to get the replay. It's going to be 2 hours of actually implementation, not just listening to me talk. You're all going to get on video. We're going to have conversations. We're going to take action. Okay. And I'm doing this whole workbook thing. So that's called the Facebook VIP Mastermind. A lot of that can be applied to Instagram as well. And what I'm doing on that call is a little different than what I normally do. Okay. So this one is from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. on Monday, not Monet, but Monday. It's a 2-hour live Zoom where you're on video asking questions live. So you actually get to ask questions with your video. I need you on video for this. Optimize your Facebook bio. We're going to build out a 30-day content calendar. I'm going to show you how this is done. We're going to create a strategy to grow your friends and likes with intention. We're going to create a Facebook group plan that works. And we're going to learn how to use AI to save time. So all of this, step-by-step lessons. The bonus is I'm going to do the AI tools as well. I'm going to I have a workbook that I created for you all because I want you to follow along. It's a little different than what I do on Friday. Here, I'm just kind of fire hosing information to you. This one, I really want to have structure. Like I want this to eventually be a certification class. So what I'm doing for this one, it's $197. That's it to attend. That includes the workbook, includes the replay, includes you asking questions live. It's more of like an intensive versus just a regular training. I still do the Friday trainings complimentary, but this is something that if you're interested, you can join us. All you got to do is text FB 516-461. Or if you're an existing client and you know you want to do it, you don't even have to put your credit card. You can just say, I want to attend the Facebook Mastermind. Just text us and say, I authorize the charge. It's just a one-time fee to get access to the replay, get access to the workbook I'm creating, and be on the video live. We're probably not going to have more than 40 people on the call. So it's going to be really small group. So I'll be able to talk to everybody. If that's for you, just text FB to 516-4061, and we're going to really rock it and show everybody what can get accomplished in a short amount of time, right? So if you're an existing client, you want to join, I see Rod wants to join, Robert, Kareem, let us know. Yep, Helene, we're getting the workbook out. If you're an existing client and you just want to join, you don't have to fill in your credit card. You could just say, go ahead and use card on file for $197. And we will invite you to that on Monday. It's 1:30 to 3:30 EST, Terry. 1:30 to 3:30 EST.
So that would be 10 a.m. PST.
Yep, perfect. Kareem, yeah, we got you. Ethan, we got you. Robert, we got you. Rod, just let me know if you're on board. I see I sent you the link, but if you just want us to use the card on file, let us know. So yes, EST, Eastern Standard Time, 1:30 to 3:30. So that is, what time is that? That's 10:30 PST.
10, correct.
Yes, I believe we do. If we don't, we'll reach out to you. All right, perfect. So we got Rod, we got Robert, we got Keithon, we got Kareem, and Helene is already in. Terry is in. Yeah, let me explain the meaning again, just so everybody gets it. It's a 2-hour training, but like an intensive, right? So we're actually going to have our Instagrams open, everybody. So you're going to come on the call on Zoom with video, just like Mario and I. I'm going to see your faces. I'm going to ask you questions. I'm going to go and ask AI, like, what should the bio be for Kazi? What should the bio be for Terry? We're going to use examples. We're going to show you how to copy and paste it in. We're going to go through the workbook step by step, right? We're going to actually handhold you through the process to the best of our ability, right? If I could come into your offices and living rooms, I would. Cozy. I like that even better. I was thinking Italian. So yeah, we're going to optimize Facebook bios. We're going to build out a 30-day content calendar. We're going to show you how to implement the bio, how to implement the calls to action. Like I showed you all here, but we're actually going to do it. And I'm going to give you the workbook with the step-by-steps so you can follow along. You're going to get access to the replay. In this case, not everybody gets access to the replay because I plan on creating this as a course, right? So I'm giving you kind of like early pricing on this before we build out our entire course. Any other questions? We're going to learn how to use the AI. Cozy's in. Awesome, Cozy. We got you.
Yeah, and I want to add for those folks, when I saw the word cozy, I think that's very, very accurate. Alex, I would say, even though you've never taught in school, you have a heart of a teacher because you repeat yourself a lot.
Yes.
So you can count on Alex reiterating till you never forget it. Plus, you'll have your handbook so that you're not lost, like, what did he say? And by the time it's done, you have peace of mind. Now you have a nice little program to just follow and get good with it. So it's going to be an intimate time. It's not going to be something that people have to fight for attention. It's going to be, you get to be shown correct, proven ways, and then you get to go home with that peace of mind.
Yes. And yes, Kareem, influencer training is every Friday. Okay. We always cover a different subject. That's part of the puzzle there. Terry, will I show you how to do ads? Not on this one, Terry. Ads is a big one. Like ads, I could probably spend 4 hours on ads. I'm not going to touch ads on this one. I don't think a lot of you should touch ads, to be honest, on Facebook yet. I don't believe that is a really cost-effective, good ROI thing. But I can talk about that later. But yeah, I'm not going to cover that. I'm going to cover organic. So how do you show up organically? How do you post organically? How do you update your bio? How do you leverage your friend connections? I think so many of you are leaving money on the table by not leveraging all your friend connections, building those relationships on Facebook. And why I'm doing this really is because I do the 1 hour trainings every Friday. And I feel like a lot of people take it and implement, but not everybody. And I think a lot of that has to do with you haven't dived deep enough with me to really get it all. And I would love to spend, 15 minutes on how to edit your bio and like actually get everybody to edit their bio. Not just because I know how this goes. Like how many people are on the call? Like 43 people on the call. I would put money that 10 maybe edit their bios, right? And 33 people won't because they haven't received the step-by-step on how to do it. So I want to go really deep with that, right? I really want to build this out as a full-blown course that you can follow with the workbook and all of that. So if you're game to be part of like this kind of inner circle, be part of this club, learn from me, I guarantee you're going to walk away with thousands of dollars of value from this one class. Because even if you get one deal from something I taught you, it's going to change your whole mindset around social media. A lot of times people don't believe in social media because it's like, well, I didn't get anything out of social media, Alex. I can tell you that in the 14 years I've been doing this, I probably got millions of dollars, but relationships that are for life. So tell us again how to access the video of this session. It is going to be on our YouTube, right? It's on our YouTube. Yeah, Ronnie's like, it seems like a lot of work for not much back. That's because you haven't got the back, right? Like once you change that, Rodney, and you start to get like one deal, like you're going to be like, oh, now I see how easy this is, right? There's so many realtors crushing it on just Facebook personal. So we're going to hit that, but we're also going to talk about Instagram a little bit as well, because it's very similar. They're owned by the same company. Let's see. Robert says, my Facebook page needs a lot of help. Yep, we'll get into that, Robert, since you'll be on the class. Mary, you can access the trainings on the YouTube channel, YouTube/RealGrader. Anybody else, any other questions or thoughts? I'm going to put the link to the mastermind for Monday in the chat here. In case you're not an existing client, you don't have a credit card on file and you want to join, that's how you can join. You just put your information in there. Rhett has a question for Mario. So Mario does send out the Zoom links, but we also have the replays on YouTube.
Yeah, we do send the replays just so you can find them both. If you want to go back to a couple of Fridays in the past, you'll find them in our YouTube channel.
Excellent. So who's joining us on Monday? We got Terry, Robert, Rod, Keithon, Kareem, Helene, and then from last time, there are a few more here. Let me just make sure. We have Marie Jose, we have Susan, Laurel, Wayne, Jewel. Keithon, you're already signed up, by the way, so you don't have to sign up again. You're already in. Amazing. Any other questions before we go? Mario, any other comments, thoughts?
Yeah, this is great for the folks that are still remaining here. Oh, you forgot about me, sis. Oh,
yeah, cozy. Yes.
For the folks that are still here, please put in the chat. Are you a go for the class with Alex on Monday, or are you a pass? Please put in the comments, go or pass. I want to make sure we give you sufficient time to answer your questions. Are you a go or a pass for Monday? Because we don't have, of course, tons and tons of space, but we just want to know who's in, who's not going to be in this time. If you're a go, then you better be registered. I'm going to make sure you're all good to go, set to go. If you need somebody to call you, just put your number there. Say, Mario, call me. I will call you afterwards. If you're a pass, I got you. Just ask me about it later, next time it's available. Go or pass in the chat before we go, please.
Let me help Mary. She says she's having trouble accessing our YouTube channel. So Mary, how you do this, I'm going to give you the link right in the chat.
All right. Yeah, thanks, Terry. That way, with your Instacart, I got your phone number, your email. I got everything I need.
CEO of a Inc.
If you need me to contact you, just say so. Hey, call me, Mario, or contact me. I'll happy to do that right after this web training. If you're a pass, we got you. If you're a go, let's go.
And if you're looking for the YouTube channel, I just put the link in the chat. And if you're looking for the guidebooks, I just put that link in the chat too. So you got the guidebooks and the YouTube training. By the way, on the YouTube channel, I should explain this a little bit. In here, you have all the videos. So look, we got the YouTube training that we did with Sean Cannell. We have social media NA. We have the Real Fiscal Fitness. We did a training on how to take care of your finances. We did another training on YouTube. We did creating content fast with AI, creating content using AI, winning more listings with a proven listing presentation, how to be the local leader, top 5 AI tools, Instagram secrets. I mean, I got videos on videos on videos for you all here, right? So all you got to do is come to this channel, optimize your Google business, your brand matters in real estate, how to close using video, how to outrank everybody else. I never really go over this, but look at all these videos in here. How to do Google review trainings, like how to get more Google reviews, how to use Canva, Instagram 101. I did like a 3-part series. Yes, Robert, we're going to get those materials out to you prior to the class. This is the first time we do this, so I'm putting a lot of love into it. So just bear with me a little bit. But yes, you will have it before the class. Awesome. Anything else, Mario?
That's it for me. Thanks, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Bye-bye now.
Go crush that appointment, Robert.